Jamaica's Davonte Burnett wins Ncaa 60-meter national title in dramatic, bizarre final. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Now go ahead, please hit that subscribe button. When you do that, go ahead and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day, every day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button. And finally, leave your comments. Let me know your thoughts. Did you see the men's NCAA Division 1 Track and Field Championships, the men's 60-meter finals? How bizarre. Are you ready? Yep, good to go. On Saturday, March 12th, 2022, in Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama, USA, Jamaica's Davonte Burnett of the University of South Carolina, better known as the USC, ran a personal best of 6.50 seconds to win the men's 60-meter title at the NCAA Division 1 Indoor National Championships. Now, Davonte Burnett's name may be new to some of you, but he switched allegiance from the USA and started to run for Jamaica last year. He lowered his personal best, by the way, in the preliminary round leading into the finals. He ran a 6.58 in the preliminary rounds. That was on Friday, the 11th of March. As of now, is the 5th fastest Jamaican over the 60-meter male. Now, I know some of you are saying, why did I put the word dramatic and the word bizarre? Because people, this entire race from the preliminary rounds right up to the finals, it was bizarre. How bizarre? It was seriously bizarre. It was very strange. Now, in the preliminary rounds, the two favorites to win, Micah Williams of Oregon and Terrence Jones of Texas Tech, well, they both false started and were out of the race, so that alone was strange within itself. Let's take a look at the first false start. That's Micah being kicked out of the race for false starting. Well, I'm in the field for him, but you know it go. Then the race continued. Now that was section 1 of the preliminary rounds, and this was, of course, your winner, 6.51. Now, one false start is not an unusual thing. Favor Ash of Tennessee won in 6.51 in the preliminary round 1. Then, of course, preliminary round 2, there was Matthew Bowden, who's one of the favorites. What? And see, another false start. This time from Terrence Jones. That's Terrence there. That you're looking at him. One of the favorites to win. Now that's a little unusual, people. 2 false starts in both preliminary rounds. That's not normal. That's a little strange in itself. So then he gets his red card, he walks off, and then the race continues. So Matthew Bowden, one of the top athletes in the collegiate scene for the United States, wins in a time of 6.56 in the preliminary round 2. Favor Ash with 6.51. So all these people, in terms of their times now, like I've said to you before, they do 2 races, they compile the 8 fastest, and then they run in the final. And there at 5th is Davonte Burnett, who now represents Jamaica, who ran 6.58. But then this happened. So I know you're not hearing the audio, but what happened is in the finals now, we're going to look at the finals. The gun goes off, and then about 30 meters into the 60 meter, well, maybe 20 meters, there is something sounds like another gun, and 2 of the athletes, Matthew Bowden and I think the athlete in lane 2, they both stopped running. Everybody has continued the race, by the way. And who won there was Jamaica's Davonte Burnett. He won that race. I think he won in 6.52. The thing is, because of how unusual the circumstance, remember what I said, the gun went off for the finals, everybody ran out, and then there was another gun. It sounded even to me like there was another gun. I can't let you play the audio, and I can only show you snippets because of copyright issues, and I don't want a problem with, the owners. But I'm saying that there was another. Look, clearly it sounded like there was another, like the gun went off again, like someone fast started. So these two athletes stopped running, which is what you're supposed to do. The other person didn't hear it. They finished the race. Davonte Burnett, representing Jamaica, won. So then the organizers and the officials had to decide, what do we do? Because the Bowling and the other gentleman who stopped running did the right thing. Obviously the other six athletes didn't hear the second gun. But apparently it really wasn't a second gun. It just sounded like it was something that went off in the crowd that sounded like a second gun, which led to the confusion. Now, this within itself is already bizarre, people, because honestly, I've never seen anything like this in a final. So in other words, the final ran, the race was finished, two of the athletes stopped running because they heard another gun, which all of us heard. 6 of the 8 athletes didn't hear that gun. They continued, Burnett won. It's just already strange. So then now the officials had to try and decide, what do we do? Do we let them continue the race? Do we give them a few minutes do we let them run the race again? Do we let the race stand as is? I mean, this was already strange. And then there was kind of like a blackout. We didn't know what was going on anymore. It's like, what's going on? And then a little later on, after maybe 15 or 20 or 30 minutes, I guess they gave them some time to recover. They decided to run the race again, which, by the way, is the first time I did some research that has happened in NCAA history. I don't know if it's happening. I've never seen it at an Olympic game. I've never seen it anywhere else. You guys are, I'm just merely a fan. You all are experts, so you can tell me. But I've literally never seen that anywhere. But luckily, this was the outcome. Watch. Meaning, when they finally decided to run the finals for the last time, this was the race. Watch. For the second time, Jamaica's Davonte Burnett wins, and this time by a faster margin. He runs a 6.50, which itself is also bizarre. Remember, he had done a preliminary round, which was also kind of very strange. He ran the finals, won, and then he lowered that final time again after just a few minutes of rest. That's really bizarre also. I mean, everything about this was bizarre, but I was very happy with the outcome. Maybe because I'm being a little prejudiced, because a Jamaican won. Oh, die. Anyway, people, watch again. Watch in slow-mo as, for the final time, Jamaica's Davonte Burnett wins the men's 60-meter finals again. All right. So here is the final outcome. Jamaica's Davonte Burnett of USC wins in a time of 6.50, a new PB. Remember, he had set a PB in the preliminary round. Ricoy Brathwaite comes second in 6.52. Favor Ashwood entered with the fastest time from the preliminary rounds, runs a 6.55 to take third. Lawrence Johnson comes fourth in 6.56, and Matthew Bolin takes fifth in 6.63. Look, people, that was strange. That was strange. It was dramatic. It was bizarre. It was just different. But I'm happy for the outcome. Big up to all the young men who ran, did a great job. And you look, people, for Davonte Burnett to keep his cool under these circumstances. 2 false starts, and then what happened in the finals, and still come back to run an even faster time than when he won the first time is just remarkable. So big up to him, right? Real, yeah, I'm a born Jamaican, I'm a man of the soil. Anyway, I don't know if you, yeah, anyway, let me just, people, I found this exciting and dramatic and different and new. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so we can continue to grow here at Peter Lloyd World. Remember the goal now is 20,000 subs. We get there with your assistance, so please, people, hit the subscribe button. Also, if you enjoy the content, hit that like button. Go in after you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video once a day. Let me know your thoughts. Is this as bizarre? First of all, does any of you know of any other instance in track and field history where you've had 2 false starts in the preliminary rounds of the semifinals, and then in the finals it's run but it's not run, and then it's run again after a few minutes, and the athlete who won the first time wins the second time but in a faster time? That is truly bizarre, people. That is dramatic. They should make a short film about this. You are kings, you are queens, your greatness personified. Believe in yourselves and bless up.